Okay, so I'd like to move on to our first of our main speakers. Our first one is a local elder for Sechelt First Nations. She has taught both children and adults on and off the coast for decades. She shares invaluable food and medicine traditions to her Creator's Touch gardens and uses our local mountains and oceans as her classrooms. The title of her presentation is, fittingly, The Way It Was. Please welcome Barb Higgins.
Thank you. The Creator's Touch Garden is, like he said, it's from all over the Sunshine Coast, the whole Sechelt Peninsula, right from the far out as the water goes, is right up to the top of the mountain. The thing I want to talk to you about, though, is the blueberries that are, there's tons of them up there, or at least there were. And up in Dakota Ridge is one of the best blueberry patches you could find. And last year, I don't know who did it, but I have to say a thorny thing here. So they went in there with logging equipment and everything, and they ruined some of the best blueberry patches and red huckleberry patches that you wouldn't believe. The red huckleberries were big as this fingernail. And now they're gone. I went up there yesterday to make sure my information was pertinent and up to date. I was up there last fall and they turned us away. They wouldn't let us go up because they were busy ripping it apart. And then they had gates that you had to pay to go through, toll gates of all things, on that land that we've been picking berries at I'm 76, so you know how long I've been picking there. So that's a long time. And before me, when I was a kid, my grandparents taught me how to pick at those places. So, it's a sad awakening when you see something like that. And I don't know. We were up there picking red cedar yesterday. It's getting harder to do in a lot of places because the trees they just leave the junky things, and if they got too many limbs and everything, they're not you can't strip them because they're full of bends and holes and everything else. So I don't know. We're going to have to start saving some of the things that the Creator gave us. He lent them to us. He didn't really give them to us. He loaned us to the land. The land is going to be here all the time, and we're here pulling it apart. We've got to do something about it. It's so sad to see it. My heart cries sometimes when I go up the roads. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I probably shouldn't have been the first speaker here because I could have watched somebody else and learned, But that's what I want to talk to you about. And then the second thing I want to talk about is our watershed. There are more and more people moving to the coast, and the water consumption is going up, up, up. And you see the millions of dollar houses they're bringing in here. Well, in order for them to look nice, they're going to have excellent gardens and everything. And how are they going to do that with our water consumption going down? Even my little place with I've got a brown yard because I'm conserving water, The grass is going to have to wait for the rain to fall on it because I don't want to cheat somebody else out of their share of the water. So I think we're needing to rethink things here. We're going to have to start thinking about the land as nurturing us. That's what it is. It does nurture us, and we got to stop treating it like the enemy. I feel sorry. If I was Mother Earth, I'd be just groaning at all the things that we're doing to her. Well, I don't know if I can say anything else about that. I think I've covered what I want to talk about there. There's one other thing, is the clam beaches. A lot of people like eating clam chowder, and for probably 30 years you haven't been able to eat butter clams because butter clams retain that poison, that you know, the red tide poison thing. So, but they are left out there and they're growing. They're so thick. But in the olden days, you had to dig down about 3 or 4 feet to get butter clams. Now they're right up at the top. They're pushing out the little necks and the manillas and things because no one eats them. So when I go out, I just break hundreds of them, and then the ducks and the starfish and seagulls eat them. So they're not going to waste. But if we don't do that, there won't be any little necks left either, because we're going to have to do something about those butter clams. They're out of control because no one uses them. I think that's about all I have to say. My garden's called the Creator's Touch, and like I said, it covers the whole coast. And, well, I teach people how to live from the land, but we have to have some land left to be able to do it, you know. So everybody wants to get back to the land, and so let's save some of it so that they can get back to it. I think that's all I have to say, and I thank you for your time.
Thank you very much, Barb, for your knowledge and wisdom.